Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Twisted Hazel. I'm Corey and I'm here to guide you on your journey through retro style and vintage clothing and gear. You might have seen in some of my recent posts that I'm actually taking a trip to the UK. I haven't been back to the UK in about 10 years. My wife's actually from the UK, that's where we met. So it's all very exciting. And I thought I would do a bunch of videos about British style and specifically British brands, brands that I like, that I own, and also some new brands and shops and things that I haven't experienced before. I'm also going to be really excited about going over because I'm going to try and vlog a bit and take you to some different places around the UK, and hope you can all tune in and enjoy those. But to start things off today, we are going to be talking about a brand that I really like, that I've got a couple of pieces from. They are a very old British brand, but they're not probably as well known as others. And that brand is Peregrine Clothing. So Peregrine Clothing, Peregrine Clothing, I can't say the word clothing. Oh, okay. Peregrine Clothing was started in 1796 by Thomas Glover. Okay, so Peregrine Clothing was started in 1796 by a man by the name of Thomas Glover. This company started with him basically knitting jumpers and selling them near Leicester in the UK. And the company has basically is, I believe, still family owned, still the same family. And they have gone through a number of different iterations. They're a full clothing company now that does jumpers and jackets and shirts and everything, and pants and everything else. The thing I really like about Peregrine is it is pretty much all designed in the UK, and I believe that it is for a long time they were 100% British made. I believe there is a small selection of things now that they get made outside of the UK, but the vast majority of their products is still made in the UK. I own two of their pieces, which is this really lovely merino wool jumper, which I absolutely love, and as you can see behind me, my wax jacket. Now you might be asking me, well, why don't you have a Barber wax jacket? Isn't Barber the wax jacket of the UK? Well, it is, but Barber's also incredibly expensive. I do own a couple Barber pieces that I've got second hand because I can't afford their more expensive stuff, especially not at full price. But the reason why I got this one is because it, first of all, I got it on sale. I got it at an incredibly good price, but also Peregrine is incredibly well made. This is their Blexley jacket, and I really like it. I have a couple little qualms though.
Hi YouTube, Future Corey here. Sorry to interrupt the video, but in this video I keep referring to my jacket as the Bexley jacket. It's not the Bexley jacket that I have, it's the Bilton jacket that I have, which is an older style which was replaced by the Bexley. Has very similar style and similar features, but please just take note of that. Sorry, back to the video.
Okay, so the Bexley jacket is a waxed jacket. So if you don't know about wax jackets, it's a very old way of making clothing relatively waterproof, where wax is, melted wax is actually worked into the cotton outer, and it basically makes the water bead off. The wax does wear off over time, and so re-waxing your jacket is an essential if you want to keep it as waterproof as possible. As you can probably see in here, the waxing has worn off quite a bit on this, so it's probably due for a re-waxing. Now, the first gripe I have, and I have to apologize, there are going to be a few gripes in this video, despite the fact that I still love this jacket. But my first gripe with this jacket is when I purchased it, it was a black jacket. and after a little bit of wear, it very quickly became brown. It's very obvious that that is not black anymore. I don't know if it was just that it was a brown jacket that was then dyed black, or whether it was just a really, really dark brown and they sent me the wrong color, and I didn't notice until it started to fade. But it's not a big bugbear, but I did want a black jacket because I've got a couple of brown jackets already. But that's one thing to take note of. The jacket has the copper popper buttons, as well as the YKK zip, and it is not a YKK, sorry, it's a HSS zip, sorry. And it is a two-way zipper, which is actually really good so that you can zip it up at the bottom if you need a bit of flexibility around your waist while you're working or getting into the car. But this is my next little issue. And once again, it's a small thing. It was probably just an accidental fault, but one of the poppers came off. And I actually contacted Peregrine and asked if there was any way I could get them to repair it. I was even willing to pay for it, and they said, unfortunately, we don't, and you can just return it to who you purchased it from and get another one. The problem was it was on a major discount, and this was the last one they had in my size, so unfortunately I wasn't able to, and I just decided to keep it with the thought that I would take it to a tailor at some point and get this fixed. So, and as you can see, I still haven't got that done. But that was another little bugbear. For such an expensive jacket, I wasn't expecting this to happen so quickly, and then for them to not be able to repair it was a little bit of an annoyance, but these things happen. Sometimes you do get a fault, and you just have to deal with it. So it's got poppers as well as the zip. So it gives you a really, really good wind and rain protection. The Bexley jacket, it is a slim fit. That's the next thing I'm going to talk about this. I know I'm sounding very negative about the jacket, but when I purchased the jacket, it is a size medium, and it fit me absolutely perfect when I first got it. But when it got really, really wet, I dried it naturally inside, and it shrunk. It didn't shrink heaps, but it shrank enough that it's now actually a bit tight on me, and wearing much more than a thin jumper underneath it tends to make it a bit uncomfortable to wear. So that is another thing to be aware of, that they do shrink a bit after they get a bit wet. So if you are in between sizes, I would certainly size up with this jacket because it is a slimmer fitting jacket. On the inside, you've got the tartan cotton lining, which is really lovely, very well made. I've worn this a lot, and you can see there's very little wear on the actual cotton itself. The sleeves are actually nylon lined, which is actually quite nice because it makes it really easy, especially if you've got like a thicker shirt on, something like a flannelette shirt or something. It makes it really easy to get on and off. It's got the moleskin type collar, and then it has a cotton tweed. So it's not wool. It does feel a bit wool-like, but it is actually a cotton tweed type hood, which is really nice. And that also has poppers so you can get it on and off, take it on and off if you don't want to wear the hood around. The other great thing about this jacket, and like you've got the zippers on the inside, you've got so much storage in here. So it is a really great work jacket. You've got the pockets on the top. So you've got the two front chest pockets, you've got the two hip pockets. And the thing that I really like about it is it actually has your game pocket. So this is a pocket in the back, originally designed in hunting jackets for basically sticking your game, so your birds, pigeons, whatnot in the back. So this isn't really designed like a proper game pocket, pocket, sorry, that you would find on your specific hunting jackets and such. It just sort of takes inspiration from that. It's big enough to fit like something like, you know, a book or you know, some other items in there, your phone and keys and other bits and pieces if you don't want to, if you just want them out of the way. So it's a nice handy little thing. It's bigger than the other pockets, but it's not a big, huge, massive game pocket like you would find on other wax jackets. So that's the Peregrine Bexley wax jacket. I know I've had a few little qualms about it, but I still absolutely love this jacket. You can see in these videos here of me wearing it that it's such a good style. I find with some of the barber jackets, they can be very big, very bulky. And this is really good as it's a halfway point between, you know, a worker countryside jacket and a more fashion city street jacket. It's the type of thing that I think is great in both situations. But like I said, you just be aware of those few little bugbears that I had with it myself. We won't go into this one a great deal. It is my merino wool jumper from Peregrine. You can't actually get this design anymore, but I absolutely loved the colorway, and I really liked the little bit of stitching detail or sewing, knitting detail, whatever you call it, at the top. It's absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, this mistakenly got thrown in the wash with the regular washing, and it shrunk on me. It's a size medium. Once again, it fit me absolutely perfectly when I first got it. After it went through a regular wash, it shrunk, and it definitely shrunk, not just a little bit, like it's like a fitted top on me now. So unfortunately, I can't make myself give it up and give it away. I love it so much, but I pretty much can't wear it, because if I'm going to wear it, it has to be worn as pretty much like a fitted t-shirt almost. So I think it's maybe something that I'm going to hang on to for my son. But I really love this this colorway on it. As I said, the merino wool is really soft. It's really comfortable. The ribbing is just, the workmanship on it is just fantastic. You don't have like horrible seams on it. It's just an absolute delight. But unfortunately, it shrunk. So there you have it. But if you're looking at buying a jumper and you're a bit more organized and careful with your clothing than I am, then certainly this is one to go for, and I would highly recommend the Peregrine jumpers. Well, that's it everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I know this video has been a little bit short and sweet. I'll be hopefully loading up a bunch more videos before we go away in 2 months' time, and hopefully I can spend a bit more time on those videos, give you a bit more information, and also express what I'm passionate about, especially with British clothing. Next video I really want to sort of dig into is a bit of retro style that came out of the mod culture in the UK. So if you're interested in seeing that and you've enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you could give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to the video, because that'll really help the channel grow, helps other people see the videos as well. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time.